welcome back everyone. Here we are after 4 days of building on our ROKR gearball challenge. I'm really coming together. It's going to be an interesting thing. I'm not sure how pretty it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be functional, hopefully. Got our vertical maze going up here, so we have to back and forth on that. So we haven't got anything tied into this controller yet. Of course, our can't really off it over there on that one. I say it's gonna be an interesting. Well, it sort of reminds me back in the day we had they called it a labyrinth. It was just you had a little maze and you had to work it, pivot to get the marble around all the little holes in there. Oh, I forgot about that. Didn't drop it in hard enough. Here. Flag working too. Yeah, let's see. I think it's going to be a fun little gadget when we're done with it. But I'll put the drawer back in here, I hope. I got it misaligned again. Okay. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems, just building silly little models, having us a bit of fun. You see any kits or builds or sets you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list. And I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube because y'all provide me with nothing but the best options. I actually got one of your suggestions in today. Ordered it through Temu and it came through Amazon, so that's interesting. I think I've had that happen a couple of times, but it was a sort of, I don't know how they decide who's going to do their drop shipping for them. But let's get going on to page 27. Got some ramps and tracks to make today, so we're going to be lots of little pieces, but they're not. I don't think there's anything particularly tricky. There's one little bit I'm a little worried about, but for the most part, I think we're going to have a nice, relaxing day. Famous last words, yada yada yada. Okay, so we start with this guy. And this one on the end up. Our arrow's pointing that way. You go on there. And you are in these two slots right here. I'm just going to put my flag down before I break it again. I gotta keep reminding myself, don't leave that thing sticking up for me, because it looks like it'd be something that easily snapped. And these guys have got the arrows on them, and they go in here with the arrows pointed that way. So, here. And that one was really loose. This is H8, right? Oh. Yeah, that's H8. Let's see, this one any snugger. Now, those are not sticking at all. Let me, a little bit of the old B7000. I got it sitting right here, so I'm going to put broke my needle. I'm just going to put a little, the teeniest drop I can right there on the edges. Make sure those things stay where they're supposed to stay. Especially since I got to turn it upside down to get the marbles out of the drawer. I guess I could get a magnet, but they're like 3 feet over there. Okay. Now our track. So we got our arrow on here. Outside line. Inside line. So they're gonna, looks like they're gonna come together to form a cup there. No, not quite. Be close. Let's see. There. There. In place. Alright. And now it's the top half of 27. So No, that's okay. I thought I skipped another step, but it's just starting on the next bit too. Got them intermingled. We got H7. You go back here on these two. Looks pretty symmetrical, so I think it's okay either way. Yeah, that one's stuck in a little bit better. And you go from here to here. Nudge here. There. Yeah, line it up. There we go. So that's our. Nope. There are going to be more guides. Oh yeah, there's spacer guides right there. Jumping the gun. Okay. But now I'm going to set you aside because we're going to do some accordion bits now. So let's get rolling on those. Okay, we got them out of the way. I think I got a minute. No, I actually was supposed to install those first. Oh, doesn't matter. Okay. So, guys, go in. Okay, so they're gonna be half of these. So they're gonna put their slot in the top part there. So, okay. And this guy into that one. Okay, we're just going to work our way around. Then cap those guys up with these. That's going to draw them together. Gentle, even pressure there. The accordion things are always they're a bit tougher than you'd think they'd be, but they still just in my brain anyway, it doesn't compute that they don't break all the time. Broken more than a few of them, but they seem to be pretty good shape. Okay, now get this guy back out and do that. This guy's go in here. So, doing a wide stand at the bottom. Okay. Now we gotta make sure this hole gets lined up over that ramp. Move it on these guys. Push down on the base rather than the accordion bit. Let's see here. Appear to be good and seated on all of them. Yeah, okay. Now, on to page 28. One more. I'll see if I can get a maybe where that glare isn't shooting back at you off the lights. Okay. Now, these little ramp looking guys. Either side. Going slanted to the outside there. You okay, drop down onto our little drive shaft there. There it went. Let's see, that's this one. Okay. That working. Oh. We got our plastic dealio. Window, I think all this is going to end up being. The legs. Okay, so there's one longer one. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you put it, just gotta make sure you orient it right over there. Okay, now there's one shorter one. Now there's two shorter ones. I grab. Oh, putting them on wrong. Okay. That guy's there, and this guy, okay, like that. Okay, so we've got the tab on top, and this guy, the one with the tab, goes on to that side. That should wrap over the edge of our accordion bit. One wise guy's not playing nice. A longer nudge here. We can actually use that. Eventually pull right. Right. See nor feel which way is wrong there, so let's pop it out and put that one in first. There it goes. Wiggle it a little bit. Now it's going. Get this thing down nice and tight. Go all the way down. Yep, all the way down, all the way around. It's still spinning in there. So that's gonna. Okay, so can I not? Okay, so that's somehow going to drop in there. Get the way around. And out. Alright. Excellent. That's all over the top part of 28. Sort of put you up here. Got a little decorative structure at this point, I think. All these little guys printing on them here. And you put the notch on that side. These guys go in. 10 of them go up from the very bottom. Okay. dealios go in. What? Yeah, that was something like that. I think it's maybe like a little ladder tower deal. And that goes in these guys. We'll fix some ones in first maybe. And drop the big one on. Yeah. No drama. Love it. And this guy goes in a tower, that support to their little tower dealie here. There. And there we go. Everything firmed up there. Looking good. And that's all for 28. On to 29. Yeah, keep you close at hand. Got more tracks and such to build. So, got the big notch, a single tab here on the back. Over lower, yeah. Okay, so these guys all around. Start at one end. Upside down. I was paying attention to one, make sure I was on the right side of one, but not the other. Okay, try that again. Lost one of my. Alright. Easy enough to find another one. Yeah, got a stray right there. Kick in at the bottom, or towards the center, I guess. Okay. Now. Oh no, so I just. Actually, no, it wasn't, because this one doesn't go there. It's a different. This one goes there with a little. Okay, got a little tab on that. There you go. Down here. Arrow pointed that way. Okay. Now we're on to the back side. This guy goes on to our little spinny deal tab over to underneath this little spout. So, on there. this one in. Okay, so that's over into our tower. Alright. Flag works. Alright. So, proof of concept. I've still got some more to do, obviously, but that's something else done. Okay, now moving over to, yeah, staying on the back side. Now we're back here on this one. Okay. You. And we got our little triangle, little circle. Which one's which? Here. It's supposed to be crooked. Oh, no, it's not supposed to. Yeah, okay, it is. Cause I just saw the the picture. It is okay. This guy goes into those two slots. There. Okay. So it gives a little arrow to say we're going to be jumping up there. Okay. Now, a little different piece of track. Now, still same basic principle. Just doing supports on the face. And pop our tracks on. Direction matters on that. Okay, take a closer look at this one first. Okay. Matters on that one as well. You going to connect our maze. Be a little channel right there, so I guess that's the maze exit. Okay, nice. Love it when they cooperate. And, okay. Over here. Nice big structure to make. Okay, so starting with you. Okay, that's not loose. Then that's supposed to go the other way, huh? Yep, that's supposed to go. It's not that. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's use the right pieces. That don't matter. You want to make it 30 in there. I just saw a little T design. Thought that was it. Ah, it's this. Yeah. There we go. And these guys on top. Tabs on top. Back around here, so that's going to be here, so that's going to actually give us our little. Looks like it's going to give us our channel to finish or run away. Oops. I think. Yep, I did it on the wrong side. Got a little triangle there, supposed to be on this side, and I put it. Yep, Okay, so cooperate, yeah. Okay. Now the slots won't go in there if they're. Yep, that's what we want. And that definitely gives good guides on the side there, so they're not going to fall out of our ramps. Okay. Now this guy. Do the supports all the way around on this one. And then the bottom half, the 30s, these guys. And okay, we actually installed the track first, then our rails. You go. Okay, you're going inside the tower. And into that one right there. And then we're going to ride down our little Y here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Pressure. Okay, make sure seats on there. Get on the inside. Alright. It does come down pretty tight into this guy. Okay, so this is actually a stop on this one. It's not totally decorative. Is that okay? That might be our. That's how we're going to enter the maze. Okay, that'll be. So then we line up our. These hard to see. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got the. I forgot about the arrow on there, so from the front it'll show a lot better. Okay. Back to work. Guys, up all the way around. Get into the inside. Okay. You're going in. This little tab goes into that slot right there. Looks like there's going to be another half on the outside too. Okay, so let's see if I can do that from back here. Y'all see? Gonna be cooperative, maybe. You can do it from that end, but I should be able to do it like this. Get it unhooked. Choke up on it. Okay. It was there for a second. Get just one of these guys and lock you in place. Okay, in the slot. There it went. Oops, ran out of the SD card again. There it did line up on that half of that slot, so that's good. Yeah, that's what you want to see. And this one should be okay. So it's going to be a similar thing on the other side. Yeah, another slot right there to get that little hook in. So, okay. Maybe in theory this should be easier based on the hook shape. Sort of hold it in while I a little tension on it. There we go. Nice. It's half. Yeah, all right. A little bit of a relief there. Okay. Let's do what is on this page. Yeah, let's do one more page, and we'll call it a night. That was a little long yesterday, so maybe make Monday a little short. Sort of even things out, maybe. Okay, so you spacer all the way at the end here. And this goes onto these three. Go on there, so slide you under a little, don't know what else to call it but a spout. And there's a lot down on there. Yeah. So we're going to be, actually this is going to be pretty much a lot of the, from, all we'll have left to do tomorrow is this place. And we should finish up tomorrow then. That's all we got, this little section here. I think we even need, that's all got. Just looking at how many slots we got left, it's all right there. So it should be, yeah, tomorrow should be it. 32 and 39 total pages, I think. Yeah, and like a couple of the pages are instructions on how to make the thing work. It's 37 pages of actually building. And then 3 pages of 38, 39, and 40 are like, here's how the machine works. Okay, cool. Oh, I got sidetracked there. Hang on. So, the same thing. Fill in the other half of the slots here, and get you in down on our tab back here. Nice continuous run. A little pressure on this one, maybe. Yeah, that should be the inside, so that should be alright. That little bump there. Okay, let's see if I can get roll out. Let's see, we'll start it here, which is, you know, we'll walk. Okay, it's not. Oh, okay, it worked the other day. Is it not going? Okay, yeah, this is. Guess I might have to pull up on it a little bit to make sure it goes down properly. No, it's not. I'm locking in there. And it's giving me feedback over here. Okay. Into our maze. All the way around. Back. And that was a failure because it went all the way out. Up to the front. Oh, it's not together. No, okay, no, it's that. Okay, then the outer. Okay. That didn't work. What's going on with this? Oh, I don't have this track in place yet. There should be another corner there, I think. Okay, so then that into our little spinner dealio. And, make her flag go up. Of course, last thing there's good. I forgot about that, but we're getting pretty close on that, sort of. I think it's. Let's see, I may. Try and get this. Yeah, it's definitely not going. Well, maybe it is. This one's not. Let's see. I think I hear something rattling around in there. I think I may. Yeah. Okay, I think I may have figured out the problem. Sounds like might have a marble underneath there. There's no access hatch, but I can hear it rattling around. Magnet. Let's see. Where are you at? Here. I think that's what's in there. Evidently there's two marbles in there, and I had one underneath my. Okay, so let's pop this guy off. And I think. Okay, get my drawer out. Okay. I hear them rattling around in there. There's one. There. It sounded like there were two. No, I'm not. Yeah, that's it. There we go. I bet that's what our problem was over on our steps. I had that thing was underneath it. For some reason they didn't line up into our drawer here. That's okay. Yeah, it's picked up a lot of wax on this one. Okay. Okay. So there. Didn't hit the drawer. Okay, make sure you go all the way in. If that was right. Yep, that was our problem. Okay. Problem solved. Little. I thought I'd left one in there, but I wasn't positive. But there we go. I guess showed the side I really worked on tonight. Looking good. Looking forward to getting this thing finished up. Should be tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And click on a link. There's my channel up there if you'd like to subscribe. There's my other channel where I do experiments every other Saturday. There is what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And that is the playlist for this whole build. I'll see you tomorrow.